Hi everyone, today I'm going to just give a small little workout, just a kind of express little workout using a ball. This is a triad ball that I get especially through the Pilates Association. They're not cheap, they can be quite expensive, but if you go to a shop and you just get a ball that you can blow up yourself, because you don't want to actually have it fully blown up, you don't want it really tight, you want a little bit of softness and a little bit of give in that ball. Yeah, so the first part that we're going to do is open up the back and the chest. Place the ball about brow line or the middle of the ribs there for me, hands behind your head, and just open back and breathe it out and just stretch. Yeah, okay, just getting that back into a nice extension. Now for some people that might be too extreme, so you would bring it down a little bit more, bring your hips down, and that lessens the arch on the back. All right, otherwise if you're in good nick you might be able to get it a little further back down. Okay, just opening up from poor posture or being slumped, whatever it is you've been doing, and breathe it out. Take a breath in and then breathe out through your mouth. Let everything soften. Okay, we're going to slowly bring the head up, and I want you to tuck your elbows in and pull through the back of your head. So you're going to stretch through the back of your neck. Linger here for a little bit. Let's go 10 seconds or so. Then relax it back out. Open up again. Good. And again, as you bring yourself up, bring your elbows to reach for each other. Pull through the back of the scalp. And at the top here, I want you to twist to one side. Turn your head to one elbow. And see if you can get a little bit more of a stretch through the side of your neck. Bring it back to the center. Good. Try the other side. It's like you sweep your chin around to the shoulder or the armpit. Back to the middle. Oh, a little crack there. And bring it back. We're going to go one more. Okay. Alright, and elbows together. Good. I'm going to start from the opposite side and turn to my left now. Still don't forget the pull through the back of the head, the back of the scalp. Back to the center. And then the other side. Here's my tight side. Ooh, feels good. Breathe it out. Bring it back to the center. Lovely. Okay, that's going to loosen a few things up. The next thing I'm going to get you to do is add the spine to it. Okay, this requires a little bit of abdominal control, and can be quite a challenge for some people. So I'm going to start quite basic with bent knees. Your arms are going to be out in front of you. We're going to draw the belly button in, pull on that pelvic floor for me. Tilt your hips and just hold that ball there as you roll yourself down, articulating through the spine as you bring it down one vertebra at a time, and then back behind. We'll have a stretch of the behind. Okay, take it right to the floor. Yeah, a bit stuck there. Okay, now bringing your arms back over your chest, I want you to bring your chin to your chest. Now here's a bit where everyone struggles. It's like, oh, I've got to get myself up here. Okay, so this is why it can be quite a bit of a challenge. Alright, you're going to use your abdominals to lift yourself up. Alright, really pull through. Now you see how my feet lifted there, the legs and the hips helped there. It's not the end of the world, but you do want to aim to try to let go of that. So let's try again. Big breath in, breathe out, belly button in. Scoop in the abdominals as you bring yourself down. It's all about the abs. It's all about controlling that spine as you come down. Bring the arms up overhead, have a little bit of a stretch. If you can't bring your arms up over your head and you're just here, that's okay too. Alright, and then breathing in, breathe out now as you pull it in and back. Okay, we're going to go one more. I'll show you the straight leg version. Sit nice and tall, reach for your toes and draw the belly button in again. Roll down through the spine, shoulders away from the ears. One by one by one by one by one. Bringing it back down. Okay, good. There are some ways you can really perfect this move. Okay, and it gets a little harder, but I don't want this too hard for you today. So just enough to loosen up the spine. Alright, next thing we're going to do is get into some pelvic floor work. So lying on your back, pop the ball between your knees. Okay, just going to lie here and breathe. Alright, now as you breathe out, I want you to feel the muscles of the pelvic floor lifting internally. And hold that squeeze there for a second. And then relax the squeeze of the ball as you relax your pelvic floor. Draw the pelvic floor on now as you gently squeeze the ball. And then relax. 3 more. So whilst the inner thighs are working, it's more about what's happening on the inside here. If you want to find out more about the pelvic floor, you can go onto my socials. You'll see a short little video on the pelvic floor, or you can go onto the Incontinence website and they've got a video there as well. It's the same one I put on. Last one now, drawing the pelvic floor. Good. And relax. Okay, so from here we're going to add the roll up to the move. So gently squeeze the ball and engage pelvic floor, feeling through the front and rear passage now. Scoop the belly in and lift up through the spine, rolling up. Take a breath in at the top and breathe out as you roll back down, pressing through the lower back and relax, yeah? And again, pelvic floor on, tilt the hips back and roll up through the hips. Breath in at the top, breathe out and roll it down. One more for me. Lengthen through the knees and relax back down. Good. Now if you find as you're going up and down your hips are moving a bit, just check that you're getting that right TA engagement through the hips. Okay, so we're going to go into a little bit of glute and leg strength. So rather than a roll up, I'll just get you to lift your hips straight up, but you can always do a roll up if you want to. Alright, so I'm going to grip that inner ball, the ball with my inner thigh, should I say. And then from here, what I'm going to do is take one leg out to extend, bring it back down, and now I'm going to roll back down the spine. Okay, it feels a lot better coming down because at the top your back and your tummy are working together to keep your hips stable. Alright, so bring it up. I'm going to do the other side now. Scooping in the belly, you know, protect that spine and the pelvis, and take the other leg out straight. Bring it back down and rest. Alright, let's pick up the pace a bit more. Extend. There's a lot happening here. Good. So you got your inner thigh, pelvis stability, glutes, the back of the thighs. And if you've got pretty good strength, we're going to change it up on the next one just a little bit. And by that I mean, instead of dropping down between each rep, we're going to go from one side to the other. So I'm going to bridge up, scooping the belly. Alright, hold that hip stable, extend one leg out. Alright, try not to let your hips rotate, and then do the other side. And then rest. And every time you do this, you're going to alternate. I'm just going to do a couple more sets. Alright, straight up. So starting my opposite leg now, right leg out. Good, trying to keep those hips still. Back and tummy working together. Rest. 2 more. Left leg now. A little bit of rotation on that side. Can be normal. Always got the side that's a little harder, a little weaker to work through. Lucky last. Right leg out. Drop it down. Then the left. Drop it down. And rest the spine. Yeah? Okay, beautiful. So a little bit of core work now. I'm going to get you to lift your hips. Just bring this up. And wedge your ball underneath your sacrum. Okay? So the sacrum being kind of the center of the hip, but down a little bit. Yeah? Okay? So, alright. Let's warm you up, and I'm going to progress and progress so you'll find the level that you like to work with. Engage. Hug the hips with the TA, pelvic floor on. Bring one leg up into tabletop. Alright, brace. Bring the other leg up. Rest the first leg down, and then rest. Start with the opposite thigh up. Brace. First leg back down, and again. Alright, now hold at the top with both legs. Stay there now and try to minimize the wobble as you tap the floor. Alright, I think my ball can come back a little bit actually. It might be a bit too far down. Alright, that's better. Good. Alright, so the ball just creates some instability. Alright, so I'm a lot more wobblier now than what I was before. And I'm focusing on the lower abdominals, but still gently keeping those ribs from flaring out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, try not to wobble, 10. Okay, beautiful. So here we're going to beef it up a little bit more and do some bicycles. We're going to extend one leg out, but as we bring it in, take the other leg out. Can you try not to wobble too much? The longer the leg and the deeper you go, the harder you're going to work those lower abdominals. Stretch and reach, stretch and reach. Yeah, nice. All right, let's reverse direction. Challenge a little coordination. Oh, I can feel those tummy muscles warming up, working out. Bit of leg action as well. Thighs are working. Beautiful. And rest. All right. Okay. So, any one of these versions might be a challenge for you at different times. So what I would suggest you do is do 3 sets of the version, minimum of 10 of each. If you want to be pushed to your limits a little further, we're going to bring one leg up straight, then the other. Alright, good. Alright, hug the hips, TA on. Alright, I'm going to point to this foot as I lower it down. And then I'm going to bring this leg towards me. I don't get a lot of range here, and flex my foot. Then I'm going to swap, point the other foot and flex as I come out. And I'm just going to really try to minimize the wobble. Alright, but you get a nice calf stretch, a nice hamstring stretch. Press your shoulders into the mat. Scissors, yeah? Good. Now you can keep it at a nice gentle pace, or you can speed it up and staccato breathe. 1. Stabilizing. 4. Try to minimize that wobble. And rest. Okay, just readjust the ball if you feel it's moved a little bit. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get into a little bit of hip action now. Alright, bringing your legs up. Straight again if you can. Alright, we're going to lower one leg down. But then what I'm going to do is take both legs out to semicircle to swap over and bring it back in the center. So we'll do that again. Left leg down, semicircle so the left leg ends up here and bring them together. Then right leg down, semicircle the right leg back up, meet in the middle. Left leg down, brace through your core. Okay, so it's really nice to get some hip mobility and just get that core still working on the ball. Last one. Good. Okay, so if you've been joining me on my live classes, we've done a lot of sort of kind of crisscross scissors stuff, so I'm going to add the crisscross to it now. Alright, so just make sure this ball's tucked under a bit. Okay, the lower it is down, the easier it's going to be. Okay, you still want to try and keep that neutral part of the pelvis. Alright, tabletop, straighten your legs out for me. Okay, alright, from here cross one leg in front of the other and then down. Now this is where it really gets to challenge you. Alright, this is probably the hardest out of everything I'm going to give to you. Now as you get down lower, you're going to feel that tummy engage to help protect your back, but it will want to arch the back as you get lower. Makes sense, yeah? The limbs go down, the back arches, the chest arches. Alright, so we're going to do 4 more. Alright, let's go. Hug the hips, pelvic floor on, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it up. 3, 4, 5. Brace between your hips, pelvic floor on. 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, nice work. Have a little rest. The alternate version is just to lower your legs a little bit and just cross them over as you get down low and bring them up. Okay, so do that one more time, bracing through your center. Oh, it gets in nice and deep. Alright, so that's another version you can do a little easier and not as hard on your back. But if you've been coming to me for a while, you've got your strong core muscles, hopefully you should be able to do them. Alright, so we're going to do 5 more, but what I can do is pause and hold at that hard point. Alright, so I'll demonstrate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Yeah? Alright, good. So at the bottom bit, everyone's range is different. It's where you feel challenged the most. Okay? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so I'm finding how low can I go? Oh, that's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in that position and bring it up. Okay, let's go down again. 3 more. Find that spot. Oh, there it is. Upper abs are working hard. And then bring it up. Good. 2 more. Breathe, don't hold your breath. Very easy to hold your breath. And bring it back up. And last one. Good. All right. Nice work. Let's take this ball out. A little bit annoying underneath there, yeah? Okay. So what you can also do with the ball is add a little bit of balance to your moves. So hopefully we'll see this all in the screen. Place the ball on the palm of your hand here. And then the other one on top. Okay. All right. Good. Now, tuck your rib cage under or want to flare out. Alright, find your balance. Engage the lower abdominals, upper abs. Bring both legs up. Separate the top leg okay, and then bring it back down and rest. So repeat that again. Engage, lift up, separate, bring it back down and rest. This is just a nice way to challenge your balance, okay, but just make sure your arm is directly straight behind you, yeah, not forward of the body. Okay. And again, up and back down. Now you want to make it extra hard, bringing both legs up. You're going to pause at the top, separate, and do a little scissor walk, yeah, or one leg forward, the other one back. Okay, that's going to put you off balance. Whew, and rest. Okay, all right, we'll do 2 more. Bring it up, separate, find your body's core set. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, last one. There's many combinations you can do with your legs, but just adding the ball over the head is going to make it a little bit of a challenge. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's swap the sides. All right. All right. Tuck the ribs under. Now we've all got our good side. So we'll find out which side it is for me. All right. Good, and rest. All right. Engage your center. Bring it up. Separate. Hold. And back down. And again. Bring it up. Separate. And rest. Good. And rest. Got a truck delivery. Sorry guys, you're going to hear a bit of noise. Let's add our little scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Okay. So you can see I'm wobbling around. I've got to really try and control that balance, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now if your feet are too forward of the body, it's going to be too easy. So make sure when you're kicking back, you're getting behind the hip as well as in front. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Okay, alright. So I'm going to get you back onto your back. Both feet onto the ball. Okay, alright. And you're just going to lift up into your bridge and come straight down. 10 of those for me. Okay, so you want to feel like the sole of the foot is on top. Don't push your heels in, don't push your toes, more the sole, the flat part of the foot, straight up and down. Good, 3 more. So again, you can see it just creates that unstable surface. All right, so now what I'll get you to do is have the sole of one foot on the ball and then the other leg is bent beside it. And what you got to do is try and balance the weight between the two, yeah? All right, so as you roll up, you want to evenly distribute the weight between both limbs, yeah? And then bring it back down. Good. So what tends to happen is the back of the thigh is going to work on the ball, but the front of the thigh should be working as well on the other side. Oh, that sun is beautiful. Good, 3 more. Last one. Then we're going to kick this ball over. Swap sides. All right. Got to keep those hips nice and level as you come up and down. For something that's could be considered quite a gentle exercise. It can be really hard if you're trying to keep everything stable. Remember, no digging of the heels, the sole of the foot on the ball. Five more. Last one. Okay, so now that you've finished that one, you can do a little set of inner thigh squeezes. All right, it's a nice way to finish off. We're going to lie down. The sun is beautiful. All right, have your feet just comfortably in line with your sit bones. Now, the trick to this is just to try to isolate the top of the inner thighs here, yeah? Even though your knees are going to press into the ball, try to dominate a little bit more with the inner thighs. And you're going to squeeze the ball, okay? Gentle activation of your TA. You can practice that while you're doing that, okay? Actually, no, just relax it. Actually, let's just isolate these inner thigh muscles. Okay, so take a breath in, and as you breathe out, squeeze the ball gently, but more with the top of the thighs than your knees. Can you isolate them? If you can't, it's okay to squeeze with your knees. It's still going to activate, you know. It might be the dominant thing, but it'll still get the inner thighs working as well. All right, now take the pressure off. Okay, so you're holding for about 10 seconds. All right, and again, squeeze and hold. 80% effort, yeah? Don't squeeze at 200%. All right. Good. You don't want to over activate the thighs and be walking around with knock knees. Just a nice balanced strengthening. All right, relax. Good. We're going to do 3 more. Okay, but with any of these exercises you've done today, you know, you could do your 3 sets of anywhere between 10 to 15. That's going to give you some benefits. Today was just about showing you some different ways you can use the ball. Relax. Good. All right, so you can continue to hold. I'm going to hold on this one. And then the next one, all you're going to do is I'll show you some quick little pulses, and you can use that to vary up your routine as well. All right, relax now. Give yourself 5 seconds rest, and then what we're going to do is some little pulses. All right, squeeze that ball gently, and let's squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the pressure off. Bring myself a little bit more on the angle here, just so you can get an idea of how much that ball is being squeezed. It's not a lot. All right, last set, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, beautiful. All right, guys, well done for getting through that if you did that. Like I said, add more reps, add more sets. You might find a couple of things that really challenge you. So it's a good way to build up your strength to stick with that type of work. Don't go too easy on yourself. And yeah, enjoy. And feel free to ask me any questions if you need to through email or phone. All right, bye.